students. In the last class, we were discussing about weighted arithmetic mean, and we have discussed the properties of arithmetic mean in that combined mean, and we have solved the problems on combined mean. So today we are going to continue with the problems of combined mean. So the next problem is given the following data. The informations are boys, girls. There are two groups, boys and girls. And the information related to size, that is in numbers. Size, number of boys, that is n1, that means it is, we don't know the number of boys, but number of girls is 25. Next, mean weight, that is given in kg. Boys mean weight is 53, whereas girls mean weight is 40. And we have said that if combined mean weight is, is 47.58 kg, find number of boys. That is nothing but n1. Say in this question, we are provided with the information of number of boys. We don't know that, we have to find out, and number of girls is 25, whereas mean weight of boys is 53 and mean weight of girls is 40. And we are provided with the information of combined mean, which is 47.58 kg. And we have to find out the missing value, that is number of boys from the combined mean. So as we all know, in the solution, first and foremost, we are going to write the formula of combined mean. That is, x bar c is equal to n1 x bar 1 plus n2 x bar 2 divided by n1 plus n2. So this is the formula of combined mean. Now we are going to substitute the values in this formula. As we all know, combined mean is 47.58. So combined mean, in the place of combined mean, we are going to write it as 47.58 is equal to n1 value is not known, so write it as it is. N1 x bar 1 is 53, n1 into 53 plus n2 value is 25 and x bar 2 is 40, that means 25 into 40 divided by n1 as it is plus n2 value is 25. Now we can simplify this formula. So when we simplify it, first what we are going to do is, whatever denominator part is there, that we are going to take it to left hand side. When we take that value to left hand side, it becomes into. So 47.58 into n1 plus 25 is equal to this value, that is 53 n1 plus 25 into 40 is 1000. Now we are going to multiply this value with the inner values, that is 47.58 into n1, it will be 47.58 n1 plus 47.58 into 25. When you multiply, it comes to 1189.5 is equal to 53 n1 plus 1000. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to take this value to left hand side and this n1 value to right hand side. So this value will be as it is, 1189.5. When you bring this 1000 to left hand side, plus will become minus 1000 is equal to 53 as it is 53.n1 and we are going to bring this n1 value to right hand side. So plus will become minus 47.58 n1. Now 1189.5 minus 1000, it is 189.5 is equal to 53 minus 47.58, it is 5.42 n1. Now we are going to keep this n1 as it is, but we are going to take this value to left hand side. When you bring this 5.42 into will become divided by, that means n1 is equal to 189.5 into will be divided by 5.42. When you divide it, the value of n1 comes to 34.96. See, as it is number of boys, we can't say it in point. We have to round it off. See, for 34.96 can be approximately, we can say it as 35. Therefore, number of boys is 35. Number of boys is 35. So we have calculated this n1 with the help of combined mean formula, because we are provided with the information of combined mean and we know all the other values which are needed in the formula. So we have substituted those values in this equation and we have calculated the value of n1 easily. So for the given information, number of boys is 35 when combined mean is 47.58. So this is the solution for the given question. Now we are going to solve one more problem under combined mean. The next problem is the mean monthly salary paid to all the employees of a company was rupees 5,000 and the mean monthly salary paid to male and female employees was rupees 5,200 and rupees 4,200 respectively. Find the percentage of male and female employed by the company. So this is the question where the information relating to the combined mean is provided. See, here it is given that the mean monthly salary paid to all the employees, that means it includes both male and female employees, is rupees 5,000. This 5,000 is nothing but it is combined mean. So in the solution, first of all we are going to write the information which is given. So this 5,000 is nothing but combined mean, that means x bar c is equal to 5,000. female employees. Separately it is given. That is, mean monthly salary of male is 5,200 whereas female employees is 4,200. So we can write it as male and female. Male employees combined mean, male employees mean is 5,200 whereas female employees mean salary is 4,200. And we are asked to find out the percentage of male and female employed in the company. So N1 and N2 we have to calculate. Number of male employees and number of female employees. Both the values we have to calculate with the help of combined mean. So how to calculate this? See, as we are asked to find the percentage, we are going to consider percentage is nothing but in 100. So one value, that means both when you add number of employees of male and female, it should be equal to 100. So in the solution, first of all we are going to take it as let N1 plus N2 is equal to 100 because we are asked to present it in percentage. So when you add male and female employees, the total should be equal to 100. That is nothing but N2. If you want to know N2, that is number of female employees, 100. N1 when you take to right hand side, plus will become minus. So N2 is equal to 100 minus N1. So this is the formula. This is what given in the question. That means when you add number of male employees and female employees, total should be equal to 100. And if you want to know the number of female employees, that is nothing but 100 minus N1. N1 is male employees. So now we can apply the combined mean formula and find out the solution. So combined mean formula is x bar c is equal to N1 x bar 1 plus N2 x bar 2 divided by N1 plus N2. We know the combined mean value is 5,000. 5,000 is equal to N1, right as it is, N1 into x bar 1 is 5,200 plus N2 value is nothing but N2 is equal to 100 minus N1. So 100 minus N1 into x bar 2 value is 4,200 divided by N1 plus N2 value is 100 minus N1. So this is the formula. When you substitute the values, that is plus N1 minus N1 gets cancelled, or else you can even simply write it as N1 plus N2 is equal to 100. If you write like that also, N1 plus N1 and minus N1 gets cancelled and the value will be 100. So now we are going to simplify this equation. So first of all we are going to take this denominator part to left hand side. So when you take that, it will be 5,000 divided by will become into 100 is equal to N1 into 5,200, that is 5,200 N1 plus 100 into 4,200, it is 4,20,000 minus 4,200 into N1, that is 4,200 N1. Now we are going to bring all the numerical values to one side. That is 5,000 into 100, it is 5 lakh is equal to 5,200 N1 plus 4,20,000 minus 4,200 N1. Now we are going to bring this value to left hand side, that is numerical value. So 5 lakh minus 4,20,000, because plus will become minus 4,20,000 is equal to 5,200 N1 minus 4,200 N1. So minus it, 5 lakh minus 4,20,000 is 80,000 is equal to 5,200 minus 4,200, it is 1,001. Now we are going to keep N1 as it is and take this value to this side. Into will become divided by N1 is equal to 80,000 divided by 1,000. So when you divide it, the answer comes to 80. N1 is nothing but the value of female, that is number of male employees. So we can easily calculate the number of female employees, that is N2. N2 is equal to 100 minus N1. So therefore N2 is equal to 100 minus N1. We know the value of N1. So 100 minus N1 value is 80, which is equal to 20. So N2 value is 20. Therefore we can write it as number of male employees are 80 and female employees are how much? 20. So this is what we have presented, the number of male and female employees in percentage. When you add this male and female employees, the total comes to 100. So we can say that the 80% male are employed, whereas 20% females are employed in this company, where combined mean is 5,000. Combined mean salary is 5,000, whereas mean salary of male is 5,200 and female salary is mean salary is 4,200. So like this we can find out the two missing values with the help of this combined. So this is how we have to do the solution. Now we are going to solve the last problem under combined mean. Problem is, the mean marks of students in a class is 72. If the mean marks of boys is 75 and that of girls is 65, find the proportion of boys and girls in a class. So this is the question. See, when you see the question, you will come to know that the mean marks of students in a class is 72. That means the combined mean of marks of both boys and girls is 72. That means x bar c is equal to 72. And if the mean marks of boys, that is x bar 1 is 75 and that of girls, that means x bar 2 is 65. We are asked to find out the proportion of boys and girls. Here we are not asked with percentage. We have to say it in proportion. So we have to find out the number of boys and girls in proportion. In the previous problem we have found out the number in percentage. That means N1 plus N2 is equal to 100. But here we have to present it in proportion. So we are going to keep it N1 and N2 as it is. So let us see how to solve this problem. See, first of all, in the solution you have to write what is given in the question. So in the question the mean marks of students in a class is given. That is nothing but combined mean of boys and girls is 72. Next, we are provided with the information of boys as well as girls. First and foremost, mean marks of boys is given, it is 75, whereas mean marks of girls is 65. And we are asked to calculate N1, that is number of boys and number of girls in proportion. So how to calculate this? We can calculate it with the help of combined mean formula. First and foremost, we have to write the formula of combined mean. So combined mean x bar c is equal to N1 x bar 1 plus N2 x bar 2 divided by N1 plus N2. Now we will substitute the values in this formula. So combined mean, that is x bar c, is equal to 72. So So 72 is equal to n1 we don't know, right, as it is n1 into x bar 1 is 75 plus n2 value also we don't know, right, as it is n2 into x bar 2 is 65 divided by n1 plus n2. Now we are going to simplify this equation. To simplify, first the denominator part should be brought to the left hand side. That is nothing but 72 into n1 plus n2 is equal to n1 into 75 75 n1 plus n2 into 65 65 n2. Now we have to simplify, that is 72 into n1 is 72 n1 plus 72 into n2 is 72 n2 is equal to 75 n1 plus 65 n2. Now what we are going to do is we are going to bring n1 at one side and n2 at one side. That means, see here 72 value is greater. For n1 75 value is greater. So this 72 should be brought to right hand side. Whereas for n2 72 value is greater. So this 65 should be brought to left hand side. So let us solve this. First of all, we are going to keep this 72 n2 as it is. 72 n2. This n2 value, that is 65 value, we have to take it to left hand side. Thus will become minus 65 n2 is equal. This 75 n1 will be as it is. This 72 n1 value will be brought to right hand side. Thus will become minus 72 n1. Now we have to simplify this. 72 minus 65, it is nothing but 7. 7 n2 is equal to 75 minus 72 is 3 n1. So this is the simplified form. Now therefore n1 divided by n2 is equal to 7 divided by 3, because into will become divided by 7 divided by 3. n1 into will become divided by, when it is brought to right hand side, n1 divided by n2. 7 will be as it is. When you bring this value to this side, 7 into will become divided by 7 divided by 3. So this is the proportion. That is nothing but, if you want to present it in ratio, n1 is to n2 is proportional to 7 is to 3. Therefore, in proportion it is asked to find the proportion of boys and girls. So therefore the proportion of boys, that is n1, is equal to 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. So 7 divided by 10, which is equal to 0.7. Whereas the proportion of girls is, that is n2, is equal to, girls proportion is 3. 3 divided by 10, which is equal to 0.3. So like this we can find the proportion of boys and girls. See, this is how we have to solve it when proportion is asked. For the same question we can have one more solution, where we have to take it as n1 plus n2 is equal to 1. By taking that total as 1, also we can find out the solution. Like how we have calculated for the previous problem, n1 plus n2 is equal to 100. Here we have to take it as n1 plus n2 is equal to 1. Like that also we can solve the same problem. So this is a simple way how you can give the solution for the given problem. So here our problems on combined mean is done. So from the next class we are going to solve the problems on median.